So with the recent release of Dragon Ball Daima, what do you mean? Oh, wrong show? My bad. Hold on. So as we all know, we're on the third episode currently as I'm recording this of Dragon Ball Daima. And so far, I haven't really heard any type of, negative feedback from Dragon Ball Daima. Not only is this Toriyama's last project to the world, but it also, it's a great standalone anime regardless of, the emotional connotation behind it. But as the anime releases, I still see people asking, when Dragon Ball Super anime is coming back and, if it ever will come back. And is Dragon Ball Daima really worth abandoning Dragon Ball Super? But before we get started on this discussion, make sure y'all like and sub for more glockosama 2 uploads. And bro, every subscriber is a new treat for my kitty. So make sure y'all sub. And I appreciate all y'all. I love all y'all. And let's get started. So as we know, Dragon Ball Super ended in March 2018, and it was rumored to come back around the 2019 time, but obviously, it's 2024. We still haven't seen a single episode past the tournament arc. Now, this really comes down to a lot of factors that a lot of people have discussed, but I'll give y'all a slight rundown of why Super hasn't come back, um, and if it'll ever come back. Now, of course, after the Dragon Ball Super's runtime, we had Dragon Ball Super Broly, the movie, and then we had Dragon Ball Super Superhero movie as well in 2022. Those two movies were well regarded. Definitely an upgrade from the animation because it's a movie, it's a standalone movie, so it's much easier to actually sit there and make as opposed to the weekly anime episodes that they were trying to keep up with. And it was just an overall constant stress with Dragon Ball Super trying to pump out episode after episode, and being the one of the biggest animes in the world. Quality is something that people expect. Toei Animation, they took notice to the criticism that a lot of fans were giving because of the lack of quality that Dragon Ball Super was giving. And you can definitely see it in the episodes. Like the episodes, especially around the beginning arcs. We got Resurrection F, we got the very beginning arcs, Battle of Gods, all those animation, episodes, like just absolute horrid. And look, bro, the animators were trying their best. They weren't, what I'm saying, they weren't given much to work with. They didn't have that much time to pump out good quality episodes. And the fact that they were able to get it out in and of itself is already like a big accomplishment. Not only that, but the manga is dropping alongside with the anime. And, the manga didn't really have that much of a head start. Like they didn't have what I'm saying, enough content post tournament arc to continue this series, which is a lot that this YouTuber Geekdom he explored in his video, basically stating that even if they were to come back with the super anime, they only have really the granola arc, they got the moral arc, and they don't even have that much content to push out a lengthy anime. It would really only come out to like maybe 30 episodes. And the way Toei Animation sees it, or Shueisha, the companies that are behind pumping out Dragon Ball content, the way they see it, it's not really worth keeping Super running if there isn't enough content. What I'm saying, from the manga to adapt into the anime. It would kind of lead to the same problem as to where people or the animators and the Dragon Ball Super staff, they wouldn't be able to like keep up with what I'm saying, once they pass the manga, right, and they get caught up. What happens then? Now we got what I'm saying, hella people stressed out trying to catch up, and it's overall just a stressful work environment that they had to endure for the 131 episodes that they had for Dragon Ball Super. And what I'm saying, once they ended Dragon Ball Super with the tournament arc or with the anime, what I'm saying, they had the time to actually work on really creative projects. Like I said earlier, we had Dragon Ball Super Broly, and then we had the Gohan movie, Dragon Ball Super Superhero. They were able to create these projects that were beautifully animated. What I'm saying, you could say what you want about the stories or the writing, but what I'm saying, they were beautifully animated and they were very what I'm saying, amazing to watch. Even if you weren't super ecstatic about the superhero movie, its writing, what I'm saying, it's still a beautiful watch. I mean, and, even saying all of this doesn't confirm that Dragon Ball Super would never air again. because you know what I'm saying, we had people from the inside trying to push out Dragon Ball Super once again, and trying to animate, you know what I'm saying, the manga, and make an anime adaptation out of that. You know, and we have the Black Frieza arc coming to the manga as well, which would be, you know what I'm saying, amazing. But preferably, honestly, I feel as if it would be better for Dragon Ball Super to drop a Black Frieza movie once they release the manga for it. Honestly, that to me is the better option, as opposed to actually dropping the anime again. Like, I just feel like if the Super came back, you know, like it just wouldn't hit the same. Like the tournament arc was just so like incredible to watch, like in real time. You know, we had cartels stop killing people. That was a joke, by the way, to the cartel. Just wanted to make everyone, you know, aware. I was just joking. Please leave me alone and my cat. But anyway, yeah, that's my personal opinion about Dragon Ball Super. But you know, what does that really like coincide with like Dragon Ball Daima and it coming out right now? I feel as if Dragon Ball Daima is a good step for the Dragon Ball series and IP as a whole. You know, not completely giving up on Dragon Ball Super, letting Dragon Ball Super, you know, come out with certain movies and continue that continuation of the canon, but also go back and actually explore time periods that we really haven't explored, you know, post Boo arc. I mean, we knew like post Boo, there was no way that they had zero problems and it was just perfect peace. And I feel like it's just a good area to explore as a whole. And you know, I'm not, you know, one of those people that think that Super and God Key and all that is just horrible because, you know, I actually somewhat grew up with Super. I'm not an unk, so like, you know, I actually like Super and I like its transformations as a whole. You know, but at the same time, it also like watching Dragon Ball Daima. And we're gonna get into the episodes pretty soon. Watching Dragon Ball Daima, it's much more down to earth. Like you don't feel like every threat is going to destroy the world, and it takes, you know, inspiration from Dragon Ball GT as to, you know, or you know, the original Dragon Ball of, you know, people going on an adventure, Goku going on an adventure, and you know, I just think exploring that aspect of what Dragon Ball could be instead of it just being, you know what I'm saying, fight, 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 and then, you know, an occasional like episode where they eat or some shit and then they're training and then they're fighting somebody that's gonna, you know, saying that could destroy the entire universe. Like I feel like taking a break from that and actually, you know, exploring you know, Goku traveling into the demon realm. Like I feel like that's a really good idea, and I'm really happy that Toriyama and the rest of the team were able to tap into that, you know, because it just it adds character to Dragon Ball that, you know, Dragon Ball has been lacking lately. I mean, we had this really cool fight scene. Not I think, dang, it came out yet today. Actually, we had this really cool fight scene with Goku fighting people at a bar, and you know, it's so like fun to see. You know, Goku fight like regular dudes that probably, you know, what I'm saying, like are like maybe a little bit above average strength. You know, but they're demons or whatever. But they're probably just like the low level humans. I guess, of the demon realm, and it's fun to see Dragon Ball or Goku fight these normal beings so like effortlessly. You know, it honestly just ties me back to like GT and him fighting all those aliens when he was out exploring with Trunks and Pan. You know, like Dragon Ball was just getting so monotonous. You know what I'm saying? And Super, if it continued with the anime, I mean, what did, you know, the Granola arc and what did the Moral arc really teach us? You know, it was basically more of the same. Pat, stop! My cat's fucking with shit. It was more of the same. It's like Moro, you know, horrible, evil guy can destroy the entire universe. Like it just gets repetitive at some point. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I think what Dragon Ball needs is a little adventure story. And that's why, you know, I can appreciate Dragon Ball Daima a lot. And I also can appreciate the fact that this is where, you know, Toei and the rest of the team is, you know, pushing further with Dragon Ball. And, you know, if they can continue this, you know what I'm saying, the occasional Dragon Ball Super movie, or, you know, eventually if the anime does come back and they're able to make it much more interesting than I gave it credit for, that would be great too. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, personally, I think that, you know, if they came out with a couple Dragon Ball Super movies while also airing Daima, you know, and then we can eventually move on from there, maybe tap back into Dragon Ball Super anime to continue the canon. I feel like that would just be the great overall, idea, and I'm pretty sure that's probably what they're gonna do. I don't see Super coming back for the foreseeable future. I do see maybe a movie in the works. I watched the video. Y'all can watch. I'm gonna put it up here. By Geek Them Again. And apparently there's rumors about a Dragon Ball Super movie, so make sure you look into that. But let's appreciate the fact that we're getting very quality anime right now from Dragon Ball Daima, and that's all from me. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Glockosama loves you guys. Go ahead and like and sub for my kitty, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.